Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, October 18, 2022. It seems easier to smooth over problems today, despite a somewhat divided frame of mind. With the sun in your close communication sector these days, you're doing more diversifying, learning, seeking out new information, and sharing your ideas. Transits this week inspire your desire to dedicate yourself to these things. It may be through someone special that you feel more directed and purposeful. The moon continues to transit your social sector in the first half of the day and then heads into the privacy house of your solar chart. As such, you might prefer to pause your busy schedule and enjoy a couple of days in which ambitions move to the back burner. Emotionally, it's time to process and decompress. Glorious Jupiter is one of the most tremendous blessings Earth can ever have. Not only has this planet protected our planet and civilization for eons, but he is known as the giver of miracles and luck as well. He takes 12 years to go around the sun, usually spending about a year in each zodiac sign. Now, with his might being energized in Aries, this fuel will trickle throughout your personality as you pursue matters of the heart. Be direct, assertive, confident, and passionate as you pursue romance. It is something to be explored as soon as it catches your interest. Try not to sleep away your morning. It might be hard to wake up on time since the moon will be void of course. The lunar lull will eventually reside when the moon enters Cancer later on in the day. Although you might feel more alert, you may be less extroverted than usual. The moon in Cancer is hitting your subconscious, suggesting that you might be in your feelings as you mull over your work matters and coworkers that you might feel unsure of. Instead of getting stuck in your feelings, you should address how you feel. The biggest danger from a clash between the asteroid Juno on the financial and the dwarf planet Ceres on the income front isn't from any financial tension this might create, but how this could be to ignore. These aren't minor players, so any financial tension will be minimal, but as one is the queen of commitment and the other is on a new mission to update your income needs and priorities, this can help define the right balance between money coming in and money going out. Today's favorable planetary transit is a wonderful aspect for communicating with friends who mean a lot to you. Communication of all kinds appeals to you, spoken, visual, artistic, and physical. To know what you are truly feeling, it's helpful to get some regular physical exercise that allows your body to speak to you. Once you know what you feel, you are more able to communicate with those people you truly care about. Work, responsibility, and decision-making on a regular basis, this is the program for the days coming up. However, some surprises are in store for you as well, including some unknowns and obstacles that you will overcome successfully. Change your mindset, take advantage of opportunities and keep cool. You will then rapidly benefit from the positive vibrations. Until then, pay more attention to your family and friends and stop running away as you usually do from your responsibilities, most notably in your sentimental life. Just by returning to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart over the weekend, the moon will encourage you to slow down, something that will benefit you personally and professionally. The last 7 days have seen a lot of water pass under the bridge across the income, work, and career fronts, which needs time to unpack and process. At the same time, this frees you to focus on friendship and relationship building as the Sun and Venus move into their final 7 days in your communication sector. In a case of auspicious timing, on the same day that Saturn moves into his final week in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, the Sun and Venus, the planet of love, move into their final 7 days in your communication sector. With both having formed a friendly aspect to Saturn during the week, this brings you to the start of a pivotal 7 days for giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice well prepared. Our eyes in the sky. As the moon enters Cancer today, you could feel called back to your past. This is a time of personal editing, and certain social unveilings seem to be occurring daily. Even if you receive news that seems unpleasant at first, it is meant to guide you and drive you to make wiser choices on your life path going forward. A possibility could present itself to you, and something special related to your future could knock at your door. The moon sprinkles some magic into your life in the evening. Never give up on what has been driving you forward all this time. The strong cardinal vibes help to bring perspective to certain fluctuations over the last few weeks. You feel more attracted to genuine people and experiences now. You have to give it your all in order to really know if something or someone is right for you. You are in a great position to make a big move in the workplace. If you are tired of the job you are currently at, then let it go because something better is waiting for you right around the corner. Have faith that the universe will support you now. If you're seeking a romantic breakthrough, today's planetary transits indicate a time when friends can fall in love for the first time, and those in long-term partnerships are seeing eye to eye. In general, this is the perfect day to go on a date and spend time with someone you really love to be around. The more inspired you feel, the more you will thrive. In the morning, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon is the only body besides Neptune transiting a water sign. As such, it provides much-needed elemental balance during a period currently dominated by planets in cerebral air signs. We can get out of our heads and into our hearts at this time. Our emotional equilibrium hinges around creature comforts, long naps, good food, warm showers. We may choose to surround ourselves with familiar people or nostalgic items to feel safe. However, our moods often fluctuate in the sign of the Crab. Vacillating feelings can be tempered by meditation, music, or aromatherapy. Somatic techniques can also be employed for self-soothing. Before noon, the moon squares Jupiter, an influence that we can use for socializing and catching up with loved ones. Although this transit will probably pass without incident, we may have difficulty defining our limits now. The Cancer moon inclines us to mood swings, and Jupiter suggests mitigating unease or discomfort with more of whatever happens to make us feel good in the moment. We can go overboard eating and drinking if we don't set some personal boundaries. We also risk crossing others' boundaries and attempting to provide unsolicited support, consolation, or nurturance. Taking the focus off ourselves to be of use to another might be briefly pacifying, but if someone has not asked to be comforted, we should respect their autonomy. Instead, we might utilize this opportunity to get more deeply in touch with our spiritual center through meditation, education, and introspection.